You get a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Kairos Santos to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
At the 23-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On second down, Love. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In motion goes Dobbs. From the gun, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine, because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play calling, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years. You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. Yeah, he's beyond midfield to the 45. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back because right now, the defense has no answers to stop him.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll take this one in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Packers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion goes Dobbs. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Has an opening past the 40. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
At the 47-yard
There's two
line.
elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 46.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
A second down throw for Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's Dobbs open left side. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Love. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A tight end in motion now. On second down, Jacobs. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Packers.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
First down.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this. Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
They will run it over center with Swift. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 7. Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, it's Swift. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. That one, take it in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Melton now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Packers, first down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that
A
one.
gain of 15.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Love out quick with the Dobbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
From the gun, it's Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
go again with Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On the ground, it's Swift. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
That's toward the sideline. Caught by Burton.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
2nd and 5. Here's Williams now to throw. That's to the big rookie out of Michigan, Colston Loveland. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Williams. Working across the field. He's going to find more. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of
I really
7.
like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they...
And he's into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead.
Packers 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Edwards on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. One of the tight ends motions right. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get about 2. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down.
At the 31. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
On the give, here's Swift. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was brought down by Evan Williams. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Here's Swift, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, second down, they need 7. Here's Love to throw. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
Complete to number 11, Jaden Reed. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Love to throw. This is taken in by Dobbs. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Rasheed Walker, guilty of the infraction. On second down, Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Open man, that's Duvernay. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throw it again. It's Williams. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession.
27-yard line.
Begins with a run. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Carrington Valentine there on the tackle.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
That's fielded at about the 18. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores. as they begin this drive with first down. On play action, Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
Packers, first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And a Packer first down.
We'll go play action with Love. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Love now quickly to Dobbs. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
In motion, it's Golden. Here's Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. Ruben Hippolyte on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bears' 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
That's good.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one caught at the 4.
Love's pass complete to Jaden Reed. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it, and the Packers draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Packers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake. And they'll throw with Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense and their receiver, Jaden Reed, getting set for their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love to throw it on first down. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
In motion goes Dobbs. A second down throw for Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
They're picking up some positive yardage on first down. They end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw is Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll air one out. That is caught! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
We have to give some credit to the offense. They're doing their part as they try to claw their way back into this game. On their previous drive, touchdown. That big play now has them potentially on another scoring drive. If they can get some defensive stops and keep this...
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
LeBaron's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's first and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
run here with Swift. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll pitch it out here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burden. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A play fake. Now Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
45-yard line.
Now Williams. Right back to Moore. Another grab.
Williams pass. Complete to DJ Moore. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. 4th quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On the ground, here is Manunga. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
Packers 14.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. On 1st and 10, here's Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Love to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Packers.
A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Packers.
1st down, Packers.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Love.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
He'll tuck it and take off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and 9. That's Dobbs open left side. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Yards. That's another Packers first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Here's Love. Flush to his right. Good blocking, and he's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Bears 31, Packers 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On the give, it is Manunga. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 2, DJ Moore. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it.
Offside. Defense. Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Williams now to throw. Duvernay with the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Give up the middle with Swift. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. on is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bears 38, Packers 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Melton now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down, they need 3. From the gun, it's Love. That one. Well, Bears have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.